What's going on, everybody? Josh Engleman for Awesemo.com, and this is my Showdown breakdown for tonight's Sunday night football game between the Seattle Seahawks and the New England Patriots. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when this and all of our other content goes live. And be sure to let me know in the comments section who are your favorite options at captain and at utility. Seahawks are 3.5-point favorites, 44.5-point total. The average salary of the winning lineup coming out of my sim, just $48,300. Seems like the perfect day to leave some salary on the table. Average winning score, 137.7 fantasy points. And it's a perfect split. 2.9 New England Patriots, 3.1 Seattle Seahawks. You're basically getting a full split. How often you need guys from each side of the game. First, let's dig in to the captain spot. First up, we'll take a look at captain. I don't see any way to start other than at the quarterback spot. Russell Wilson, top captain 19% of the time. Cam Newton, top captain 17% of the time. We're talking, over a third of the time you'll see one of the quarterbacks in the captain spot. Can't really avoid it. Pay close attention to the ownership. If either one of them gets super far away from what my projections show, just go the other direction. I think they have basically the same fantasy point projection. Cam Newton, though, $1,200 cheaper, certainly opens you up to a little bit more variability in the rest of your lineup. If you're looking to go to a non-quarterback, I think Tyler Lockett, 13.8 is the best option that isn't a kicker. We're going to get to Jason Myers in a second. Lockett, 22.7 fantasy point projection as a captain, finishes at the top spot 11% of the time. Really nice way to save a little bit of salary. This could be the way that you pay down, get closer to that sub 50K total. 13.8 at captain will afford you quite a bit of opportunities at the utility spot. Or you can go to Seattle kicker Jason Myers, finished as the top captain option 11% of the time, 13 fantasy points in the captain spot is just the projection. If you can get that number north of 20, I think it would look pretty good. I don't really love going to captains, but I definitely prefer Jason Myers to Nick Folk in this particular spot. Now, at the flex spot, it's sort of a given. Russ, Cam, Carson, Lockett, Metcalf, Edelman, these guys are going to be in the utility spot like 40% of the time. You're going to need probably 3 of these guys every week, no matter what. You're just going to want to rotate through it. There aren't any hot takes for the utility spot. The hot takes that I do have start with $5,200 N'Keal Harry, projected for 9 fantasy points. He's, again, $5,200, repeating myself, but just doubling down on the price. When he's in the winning lineup, he's only averaged about 15 fantasy points. So if he can score a touchdown, he's going to become essential because of his price tag. I think that he is the best option. He's got a similar projection to James White, but you're saving $1,800. He's not even that far off the pace of Edelman, and you're saving $2,800. Love N'Keal Harry in this spot in the flex. You got to go to the kickers. I think you'll need one of Myers or Folk. In the utility spot, I don't have much of a care between the two. You're looking to get a few field goals, obviously. If either one of them picks up a ton of ownership, just fade him and go the other direction. But I can't pick between them. You can see they were in the optimal lineup 36.4% of the time or 37.2%. That's basically the same number. Grab a kicker. And pay all the way down if you want to get weird. Rex Burkhead, only $1,000. It's only projected for 6 fantasy points. Let's call it like 1 catch for 50 yards. No, that's not what he's going to be. 1 catch, 10 yards, 40 yards rushing. Who knows? Even just 1 touchdown would be incredible. You guys know this already. He's $1,000. If you get a touchdown at $1,000 price tag, you're going to need him in the winning lineup. When he showed up in the winning lineup, he only needed 10 fantasy points. This is why the overall score or the overall salary used was so much lower for this slate, because I think Rex Burkhead is a guy that you're going to need a lot. He showed up in the optimal lineup a quarter of the time. So keep an eye on Burkhead. If his ownership gets anywhere north of, say, 30%, then you're going to want to fade and change up your lineup construction. But if he goes ignored, that's a guy that I want to take a stand on. Finally, we'll take a look at some of my fades. Chris Carson, 3rd most expensive guy on the slate at the captain spot. Only finished as the top captain 7% of the time. I think you could just save some money and go to Lockett, Metcalf, one of the kickers. You can just be a little bit more efficient. I don't really like Carson in the captain spot. Looks great at utility. I definitely don't have a ton of interest in Greg Olsen, 6,200 in the utility spot. You can see the odds of him being in the optimal lineup just under 10%. Plenty of guys above him and below him that look a little bit better. Same sort of story for Sony Michel, just under Greg Olsen in price. Slightly better odds of being in the optimal lineup, but there are just better options above him and below him. Kind of a salary no man's land. I just prefer N'Keal Harry in that spot. Alrighty, guys, that'll do it. That's the showdown breakdown for the Seahawks and Patriots. Once again, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know when it goes live, and let me know in the comments section who are your favorite plays. Also, follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman so you can get updates to these numbers as we get closer to lock. We'll have a live before lock show tonight. I will not be on it, so pay attention to that Twitter account. Best of luck tonight. I'll talk to you guys again tomorrow for Monday Night Football.